In this game, Milena took black, Robert took white. The opening saw a few famous Josekis. And then we have this move, a bit unusual. So rather we see Hane from one or the other side whenever an opponent attaches. How to answer to this move? Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe it's possible to attach here. This looks quite good. If black extends, then we can Hane. And if black cuts, then white is good. If black does something else, then white needs to adjust. Maybe play like this. And I think white is good as well. But alright, this is all under an assumption that black extends. And of course black can do different things. Probably after this white goes up. And if Hane then cut, I believe so. And maybe there are other options, but then white splits black, so it's already not bad for white. And then if black pulls back, then we split. And if black attaches, then I think white plays Hane. I think that this is the way I learned. But in the game, white goes down. And go down looks a little bit like an adikeshi of the situation in the corner. And black should just block. Later Hane. And then probably it's an even result. But in the game, black turns. To which white can react with a turn. And this should be better for white. When black plays Hane, let's say, white can simply live with the group, and on a not small scale, this should be a bit better for white. Black might also play this move, but well, okay, this may be. How is it? Can we play here now? I wonder. Okay, yeah. I think that still white should go for this. There is another Joseki here, here, and then if black connects, white is happy because of this result. But black can extend, and then what white usually does is this. So what do we conclude from here? If white connected, black would just go down, probably. Yeah, we can try to tewari with this shape, and maybe it can lead us to a conclusion that actually this is possible for black, playing like this. White can make life this way, but this is not a complete life yet. Complete life. Black can make a crazy call, but black can also make a normal call, reasonable call. Here, here, here. That's a reasonable call. Therefore, yeah, maybe this is fine for black. But anyway, in the game we see this move, after which black was able to take this key point, vital point, and later the move at A, the Hane at A connects black groups. This is a good result for black. It is better than such a result. Though, in fact, here black can cut now that I look at it. Of course, it's possible, but still, white should be able to accept, I think. Probably, unless better to play like this. Okay, but in the game, anyway, black gets the corner and has the continuation with that Hane. I don't like this result for white. If I were white, I would descend. Very important to not give that to black. Black will not cover us like this. This would be not interesting. Oh, I can even extend, right? Because here black is dead. So black would probably go here, and then actually I think white can play like this because white splits. White has a weak group, very weak group, but at least white splits, so it makes sense. And in the game we just see an extension, and then black is all connected. White builds a group, but this group is a bit pointless. It's just a burden to white, and to give it some shape, to give it some strength, white is forced to give a lot of territory to black, and also white cannot easily connect the line of stones. So right now black is happy in this game. Now black invaded, and after the attachment we need to be aware that locally this is the correct move and not going up. Going up is not played anymore. So yeah, maybe we can play it, but generally white has a big corner and our group is not strong enough. So we do play this wedge, after which there is that complicated Joseki. And now we can, for example, play here and maybe go up, or maybe we can push and push. However, when there is a stone nearby, black can certainly look into playing some attachment and aiming at making some squeeze like this. Is it good enough? Not sure. We squeezed, we gave something more to the opponent, but we actually got quite nice stones against white's group on the other side. So this is a possibility. And having that in mind, we can also attach now. Now it might be a bit more difficult for white to answer, because potentially we can later choose a different variation if we prefer, but generally this variation will always be an option for us. So white has tied hands when choosing their moves, and black doesn't. Black plays an attachment. White played Hane from the other side, probably being worried that if white plays from this side, then exactly white will get into what black wants. This type of variations in which a crosscut might be very, very severe. Well, basically, if black is able to make a squeeze like this, black should be happy with the result. Therefore, white plays from the other side, and then black thought, okay, that's enough, I just pull back and build a shape. But I don't think it is enough. This is actually not good at all. We could have just played here, and is it really something to be proud of that we went one step further under white stone? Well, yeah, we have a larger base now, but we also strengthened the opponent a lot, and white is happy to be strong here, because before white was strong, white was weak. To say an obvious thing, these three stones were a potential target for an attack. And in the game, they are not weak anymore. So what should black do? I think that Hane. We should Hane, or maybe even crosscut. It is playing with fire, because not necessarily we will manage to find a good way to use the Agi, but it's also very, very risky for white. Okay, maybe actually now we can just capture, right? So probably white extends, right? After crosscut extend. Oh, but now what does white do? Of course, if white plays from the corner, then it's much better. White is much more cramped in the corner. It's a difference of a few points, and weakness of white on the outside, which can be used this way, it can be used this way, or it can be used with a Keima which aims at the clamp. So this is a big difference. But of course, if white plays from the other side, then the two Agis might easily get connected, and white might get a quite bad result. I think now the best might be this move. So I guess white plays here and then black squeezes. Whenever black squeezes, black is happy. But maybe better to play here. And then Atari. And now what do? If you play here, such a Ponuki, beautiful. If you extend, now you Atari. Extend, then Atari here. It's over. Like this, also, the two stones are captured. So what can white do? Maybe white needs to take now. Oh, but if we can squeeze without making such a bad exchange first, if we can squeeze like this, then we are very, very satisfied. This is very good for black. Really, really good for black. So black was just too soft. too soft in this variation. Black could have gotten much more from that agi in the corner. Try to use it really in your games. Then we saw such a variation. This looks all reasonable, yes, makes sense. White captures black in ladder. This move makes sense. The border of two areas of influence, two moyos. Shoulder hit, okay, possible. Black tries to split. It looks like maybe an overplay, like why do we need it, but who knows, maybe it works for black. If I were white, I would consider playing a light move like this, but maybe black is able to cut through somehow, though it's very risky for black as well. White attached, okay, also good. And black just played like this. I thought that at least black will go like this. It seems that black is strong enough. White cannot really fight around here. Even if white plays like this, it doesn't look promising for white. But black simply takes territory. This looks a bit slack, but this move is not needed at all. This is not an interesting part of the board. This is a much bigger move, much bigger. I think that also playing something around here, but this is just sent a move for black. We don't want to give it. Why would we give it? And this move, there are no points around here. This is a small move. Then black attaches, white goes down. I think that maybe a connection is better, because anyway, like our continuation is gonna be likely here, but then it would look a bit funny to have a stone at A and not at B, especially that a stone here creates some small liberty problem in black's shape. That's true that this shape of black is quite strong, but there might be one day a liberty problem. Okay, black goes into white's moyo, but maybe black can be a bit braver. This is already a ladder breaker, so white will answer. And then what do we do? I guess like this. Yeah, maybe, and then here, maybe. Or we might go, or maybe here. I think that this is a bit short. Black is trying to make sure that they cannot be cut, but that she can't be cut, but in fact it's not reasonable for white to cut, especially that the ladder can run. So this was a bit soft by black. Then this, I am not sure if this is much. Maybe it's better to take points like this. If white goes here, black can still enter from the other side. It's very open. White plays a move here, also doesn't look like many points in this either. I think that it's rather not important, the middle of the board. It's more important to play on the side of the board, especially the move which will be played in a moment. So black went once from top and then from bottom. Actually, I criticize this move, but this follows a very important principle when it comes to reducing moyos, that first we should reduce from top and only then from the bottom. So this was very well used, this principle by black. I don't know, maybe black is correct with this move, because will white play here? It also feels a bit weird. But then, is this a big move? Well, it's not very small. Maybe we can actually attack the group, though it's not too weak either. Okay, I think that maybe it's not a mistake. Generally, it's a bit difficult for white to build these moyos. I think that white spent unnecessarily this move, but then even more that move for reducing a few points of black, which didn't have any potential. It was just about 6 points, let's say, but no potential to grow any more than that. So this was quite a small move. And then why? Then it seems that black takes an upper hand, takes the initiative, and then this clamp is so severe, white cannot go down because the cut simply works. Therefore, white connects, black connects, and in fact, maybe we need to play here. Black will extend, and then what? Play here. Black got all of that in cent and plays the next big move. Instead, white went here. Okay, that's a few points. But soon, black got sent one more time. And I think that this was bigger. You see that black pushed and Hane, and this is all incented, reducing white's potential very significantly. I don't understand this descent though. Why would we descend here? There is a lot of points around here. Or if we want to play in this area, why don't we consolidate our points? But probably it's not much points there. I mean, and the group isn't thin either. But this move of white doesn't even help the group much, this group. It helps only indirectly by making black's group weaker. Okay, this is some help. And black answered. Okay, if black answered, I don't know if it's a good exchange. Probably it is not bad for white. Though white lost center, and then black gets the last big move on the side. And from now on, the game is certainly better for black. Then black takes even more points on that side. This is a very important moment to count points. If we don't count points, we can make bad decisions. I think that black didn't count points and black took a completely unnecessary risk. This is 8. This is 8, so 16. Here we can very easily see 30. No 3 points here, but 3 points there. So 46, 54, 55. Let's say 60, 70. Black has 70 points easily. Sure, secure territory. Maybe even a little bit more around here. Not sure. So 70 for black. White has 10. Let's say 20 up to here. 33. 47 plus Komi 54. So white needs 16 points from this potential. 16 points from this potential. Is it an easy task? It's not an easy task. Black simply jumps. How do we keep that territory? I guess we play here. Is it 16 points? I can see maybe up to here 15. Okay, so it seems that white made 15 points, maybe even 14 because there will be a point less, but white lost a move. And the move is worth something. Black can descend now. White should have no chance to win this game. It should be an easy victory of black. Also here at K2, if black blocks, there is a little bit more points. I mean, we didn't count very precisely, but there should be no chance. I mean, it should be an easy advantage. Maybe not Komi, but 4 points. And at this stage of the game, how can you get it back? 4 points is very difficult at this stage of the game. And in the game, black played Peep, not bad, and here also not bad, because white cannot split black through here, as black connects through here. And if white tries this one, then black also captures white in ladder. So in fact, black found an even better move than this one, it seems. Black goes here, white tries to block, and what do we do now? Now, black should certainly simply connect the stone, and there is absolutely no chance for white. Now this is even clearly less than 16 points what white gets, because black found a good combination, just a little bit better by, I don't know, a point or two than what we showed before. So we can be really certain of our victory. But in the game, black plays this Atari, maybe hoping to do even more incente, and this was just a greed by black, completely unnecessary, and then white saw his chance. Actually, this exchange is very bad if now black tenukis, because then this move, it doesn't just create a few points here, it also captures this stone, and now this stone has a very clear purpose. So now it became super difficult for black. The only chance for black to win the game is to save the stone. So black tried her best, cut, and then tried to cut off that group of white. But unfortunately for black, there is no working continuation. Here, Atari, take a liberty, and there is nothing. So from now on, white simply needed to keep the advantage, and there was nowhere to lose it. So yeah, black resigned in the late endgame. This is it about the game, and we will move to the next one.